Hi, I'm Anjali with my sister Himani, and we're here with Miss Reina of Child Life at the University of New Mexico Hospital. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us.
You're welcome.
Each year we do some sort of fundraising of toys for a good cause. We did not know it at the time, but Child Life really personally helped our family. After some research, you do a lot more than having toys to play with. Tell us more about Child Life.
Well, so what Child Life does is Child Life helps families, patients, and brothers and sisters, siblings. We call ourselves family-centered care. We believe that when a child gets sick, the whole family is affected by the illness. We believe that in order to help a child heal, they need to have some normalcy. They need to be able to play. They need to be able to be with their family. We need to be able to help the entire family. So we don't just give them toys and send them on their way. We provide a place, a safe place for them to play, to hang out, to be a kid. A kid heals so much faster when they have a chance to just be a child, and if that means playing with toys or games or just getting out of their room and getting out in the sunshine and that kind of stuff, we provide it for them. We also help them adjust to life in the hospital or for procedures. We have a team we call our family support team, and they're child life specialists. And they do things like distraction. They go to rooms. They interact with the child so that the child can go through whatever they're going through a lot easier. It's hard for parents. I'm a parent, so I know when my children have to get their shots and stuff like that, it's really hard for us. Our family support team is able, and our child life specialists are able to go in there and distract the child so that the parents can just be stress-free and that kind of stuff. So they help with that. They also educate them. So we believe it's in total transparency, and that means that every kid should know what's going on. We don't believe in hiding things. We don't believe in saying things like it's not going to hurt if it's going to hurt. And they need to know that. They need to feel empowered when they're going into procedure. So we believe in really telling the child what's going to happen, but we don't do it in a scary way. We have dolls where we can show them on the doll, this is what's going to happen. So when they come out of a procedure, they know what happened to them while they were under. They know why they have tubes or they have that kind of stuff. And so they're able to learn and practice on the doll, so it becomes less scary for them. We have things like, I don't know if hopefully you've never had to have an MRI, but it's a big, scary, loud machine. Well, we're able to show them on an iPad what it looks like, what it sounds like, so they don't go in there and it's not so scary for them. And every time they go in and they feel empowered and they feel like they understand what's going on, there's less stress, there's less chance for infection, for those kind of things when they're calm and when they're able to do the procedure as well. And then over here, I use this as an example. I had a young man, he was a teenager, and when he came in here to hang out with us, his pain was about a 9, is what his nurse said. She said, he's not doing so good. He said his pain's around a 9. About an hour later, we played some card games. We were laughing and giggling and talking, and I asked him, where's your pain at? And he said, I don't know, it's probably about a 4. That was with no meds. That was just because he was able to distract himself and play and interact. His pain level went down, and we noticed that a lot in here. When kids are able to come down and play, they're able to, and when they're able to be around kids their age and interact like that, it helps them heal. It helps with their pain, it helps with their mental health, and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what our intention is here. And like I said, it's not just for the patient, it's for the siblings too. We make sure that they're taken care of also. We try to help them, we try to educate them, we try to teach them what's going on. So like when a child gets cancer, we don't just teach the child about cancer, but we teach the mom and the dad and the brothers and the sisters or any cousins and stuff that might be there. We can go to schools. Some of our child life specialists will go to schools and teach the students, this isn't contagious, this is what's going on, because they might be afraid when that kid comes back to school. And to teach them and educate them also. So that's just kind of some of the stuff that we do. My job specifically is running the playroom with 2 other ladies here, and we just make sure that there's plenty of activities and arts and crafts and toys and all of that stuff for the kids to do. Stuff when they come in here. We do toy deliveries to the room. So every day we go to the units, we talk to the families, let them know about us, what we can do for them, and then we ask the kids, what would you like? So a lot of our kids can't leave their rooms, but we'll bring Child Life to them. So we'll take them toys and games and art, and we let them paint, and we let them do whatever they want. We take it to their rooms so that they can have that chance at being a child, even if they can't leave their rooms. Oh, let me give that back to you.
When we were visiting the hospital, we remember playing in the upstairs playroom, and my family members so excited to eat pizza. I am sure what you do helps patients from getting bored, but there is a lot more to it.
Yeah, and that was some of the stuff that I explained when I talked about what the education and the distraction and stuff like that. But it's not just here. So I think a lot of people, when they think of Child Life, they think of the hospital when the kids are in here. But we have Child Life and outpatient also. So when kids come in for their outpatients, so the wellness checks, for when they have procedures and it's just outpatient, for urgent care, for those kind of stuff. We have our family support team our Child Life specialists go in there and they help kids and families there. We have the Carrie Tingley Hospital. I don't know if you've ever heard of Carrie Tingley Hospital. It's a rehab outpatient facility. We have Child Life over there. We have Child Life specialists in a playroom over there. So we really try to help in all the areas. We have somebody in the OR. So when kids are going to be operated on, they'll come in beforehand. They'll take a tour of everything. They'll walk around. We'll show them all the facilities. If they're going to be checked into a room afterwards, they'll know what that's going to be like. We also try and help in the ER, in the emergency area. We would love to help everywhere, but of course that comes with the hospital being able to afford to hire more people, but we use this as much as we can. We also, when we get donations, sometimes we're able, if we have extra toys or stuffed animals, we send them to clinics throughout the city. I don't know if you want, but we have some of our statistics are UNM Hospital sees about 66,000 patients, children, pediatric patients a year. And that's inpatient, that's outpatient, that's clinics throughout the city. We see a lot of kids. We're the only level 1 trauma hospital in the state, so any kid who's in a car accident or a terrible trauma, they're going to come here. We're one of the only places that sees patients with cancer. Presbyterian, I think, sometimes has a doctor over there. So basically, we see almost every single child in the state of New Mexico who has cancer will come to this hospital and be treated over here. So yeah, we're pretty busy. We don't turn anybody away. We're not a private hospital. So sometimes private hospitals can say, we're full, you got to go somewhere else. We don't do that. Every person, no matter where they come from, who they are, how much money they have, it does not matter. We don't question that. They are allowed to walk into our doors and they are allowed to be treated with respect and kindness and like anybody else. And then we worry about the rest of it later. Our job is to help them heal. What other questions do you have for me?
The Child Life video shows people at a table looking at a patient's folder and talking about distraction. Help me understand that.
Okay, it's amazing actually. So when we talk about distraction, our Child Life specialists have a gift, and they've been trained. They've gone to school. They've done training. It's not something that they just go in and do. All of our Child Life specialists have a master's degree. They are certified through the Child Life Council. They've gone through a lot of training, and basically, by talking to the parents, talking to the nurses, learning about the child, going into the room and understanding where that child is coming from, they're able to pull out, and they have a bag full of goodies. And sometimes it's bubbles, sometimes it's a YouTube video, sometimes it's juggling, sometimes it's all kinds of stuff that help calm and keep that child focused on them as opposed to whatever's happening to them at the moment that could be uncomfortable or painful.
Our family member is a teen. Many times we think of babies in the hospital. We know anything would be helpful. but can you think of things that a teen would like or need?
That actually is a great question. Our teens are overlooked a lot, and I think you're right. I think when people think of hospital and they think of donating, they think of toys. They think of fun stuff like that. Well, we have our teenagers who aren't going to play with toys. So yeah, and I think they're missed a lot. They don't get as much stuff as the other kids do sometimes because of that. Some of the things that we really like to give to our teens, because it gives them the power to really enjoy what they want, are gift cards to different places: Amazon, Starbucks, Target, Walmart, those kind of things. Gift cards are great because it's something that they can do, they can purchase, they can order, they can own on themselves. Other things are electronics, headsets, gaming stuff, handheld gaming stuff. For the girls or teens, makeup. They love makeup, nail polish, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the stuff that we need for our teens. So that's a mixed group that sometimes comes through here. And I think people forget that, yeah, we do treat kids from newborn all the way through 18. They might also forget, this is something else, that our kids may not be here just for a day or two. We have kids that are here for a month, 2 months, a year, 2 years. I've celebrated 2 birthdays with kids before because that's how long they've been here. So this becomes their home. Kids who have chronic illnesses are in and out their entire lives. We're their second family, and they spend almost just as much time with us as they do with their own family. So there is a need for all kinds of stuff for those kids, and kids of all ages from newborn to 18. So.
We do thank Child Life for helping to take care of our family member while he was in the hospital. He was there a long time. To help raise gifts, Anjali and I are doing a fitness class on December 1st from 8 to 12 p.m. at the Hip Fit Club.
Right, Himani. We are also coaching the fitness class. You give a gift and we'll get you sore. It will be at the Hip Fit Club from 8 to 12 p.m.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rena, for talking with us today.
You're welcome, and I would like to thank you two ladies very much for what you're doing for the hospital. I want to say that everything that we have, everything that is in here, everything that we do is donated in some way. Whether people donating money, their time, the toys themselves, that kind of stuff. We don't make any money. We don't make any money for the hospital. So we really count on people like you coming in and helping your community by helping these children and doing what you're doing. So thank you so much for what you're doing.